it's Gina with Orchid and Opal Jewelry and Beads. It's Friday, November 16th, and it's been a couple weeks since my last finished jewelry update. And for those of you who are new here, first of all, a warm welcome to you guys. I'm so glad to have you. But I like to do finished jewelry updates because I like to add a nice mix to my channel, not only doing a lot of bead hauls and jewelry making hauls and subscription unboxings, but to also take you further to show you what I'm actually doing with all those beads and findings. It's fun to share. I love trying to help you with some inspiration and ideas, and I always love to see what everybody does with the beads. So I just wanted to get on here and share some of the finished projects and some other things that I've done over the past couple weeks since my last update. It's been super busy with all the bead subscriptions coming in. Of course, it does take a lot of time to go through those and edit the videos and everything. So besides that, though, I have been up to some fun projects. I just wanted to share this first. So this isn't finished, obviously, but what it is, it's one of the necklaces that one of my first ever sales on Etsy back in the spring when I first started. And the beads here, these are some just beautiful check glass feather crystal AB beads that came in my very, very first bead crate subscription ever, and so did these connectors. So kind of my purpose is not just to show you that I am going to be putting this back in stock in my shop, which actually it is back in stock if you wanted to take a look in my Etsy shop, but also my website. But to give you the tip that if you do decide to, or if you are subscribed to the Bead Crate subscription, they don't have a website like some other subscription boxes have where you can go and shop anytime. However, if you do receive an item and you want more of that item, you can contact them at their email address. Just go on their website and email them and just ask them if they have something left over that you could purchase, and they will set up an Etsy listing just for you. Their customer service is top notch, and I just want to let you know that these connectors, I had used all of mine, but I had everything else to make this necklace to recreate it. So I just thought, well, let me reach out to Bead Crate just in the off chance that they might have some of these left, because I was looking online. I did find some, but I wasn't quite sure if they were going to be exactly the same, and I thought, well, it would be a good way to share with you all too, because I have been asked a couple times, can we buy more from Bead Crate? Well, that's just an example of what you can do. Just let them know, hey, I got these in such and such box. And even with it being like, I don't know, 7 months ago that I had gotten that box, 8 months ago, I was able to just let them know which box, and I sent them a picture of what I was looking for, and sure enough, they had like 20 more, so I went ahead and bought them. I mean, it worked out great, and they just set up an Etsy listing, and I purchased them online, and they shipped them out to me. It was great. So just in case you wanted to know if that helps you out in some way, I just wanted to share that real quick and let you know that even though I do have the website now with the shop and Etsy, I am planning to keep them both for now. However, I'm kind of starting to transition more to the website just because with Etsy, they have such high fees that each time I list something, no matter if it's just a pair of earrings or a full set of jewelry, they charge per listing. So I may be a little bit more discriminating with the things that I decide to put on Etsy versus what I put on my website shop. And I guess what I'm saying is my website shop will have everything, and Etsy will have a lot of things, but not every single thing, just because I need to be mindful of all those fees. And eventually I may decide down the road to just go the website route, but I don't want to say goodbye to Etsy. I still like Etsy. There's just a lot in the future that I want to do with the website. So just wanted to share that with you too. So first of all, I went crazy with a lot of earrings over the past couple days because they were pretty quick projects, and I was getting a lot of like not single beads but like pairs of beads, and I'm just gonna start setting these out, and then I'll kind of talk about where some of these beads came from. But some of the bead subscriptions, and particularly like Dollar Bead Box and Check Beads Exclusive, They sent some beautiful beads, and they have been sending some really nice ones, but I'd end up with like 2, so it wasn't really enough where I wanted to make something larger out of it, but they were really nice, and I thought they could make some really cool earrings. So you guys might recognize these beautiful butterflies, first of all. So if you watch the Check Beads exclusive box, the New Year box from November, they had sent these gorgeous blue butterflies, and they have the gold wash on them. And by the way, anything you saw in that unboxing, you can go on their website and you can purchase any of those things a la carte. So you can, like, if you just wanted to get some butterflies, just go on there and they'll have them available for you to purchase. And then these gorgeous blue luster flat teardrops came in the November Adornable Elements box that I adored. It was that sidewalk chalk themed box, and this was that beautiful blue color, and I thought they coordinated really well. And then I just popped a couple of these little druck beads on the top that came from the Bead Crate subscription that I just unboxed. That beautiful glass gem corn themed Bead Crate subscription. They had sent a multi-strand with all different colors. It was really cool. And so those, I actually separated all the colors out because I'm kind of weird like that, and bagged them in different baggies. And then I used these to just add another little detail on top. So I like those. And then I actually used the ear wires that were sent in the Check Beads exclusive box as well. I like the color of these. They're a little bit more toned down of a gold than, say, the bright gold that I have a lot of, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I do like that for a change of pace. These button beads you may recognize from the dollar bead box in the past. I can't remember if they came in one of my boxes or if I purchased them from their website, but I had 2 of these as well. And I had used these 2 gorgeous, gorgeous leaf beads in a project that I can't show you right now because I am involved in a swap with one of my YouTube buddies. And I've got 3 things that I made for her that I'm so excited to share, and I will share them with you on Monday when I do my video on what I'm sending her, but it's a little surprise. So anyway, I had 2 beads left over from that project, and I thought they coordinated really well with these button beads. And again, I just used a couple of these druck beads that I again separated from some of the Bead Crate strands that they had sent. And I thought they came out really, really cute. And let's see, these bellflowers came recently in a dollar bead box as well, and we were sent 2. And I don't think the camera is really picking it up, but these are a beautiful deep, like emerald green 10mm fire polish bead that are really, really pretty. I was trying to figure out what to put with this kind of mustard yellow color. And it has, if you look close, some striations of deep green in it. And then I just kind of went in an antique kind of direction, used antique brass findings and some bead caps. And then here you can see that I used 3 of the bald head pins to kind of look like stamens coming out of the flower, and I really like the bald head pins for that. I think it's really cute how it adds that little detail. And then I just wrapped them all up there as best I could, but I like those. I think they were pretty sweet. And then I love the check glass Hawaiian flowers, and these are absolutely super simple. These little copper leaf dangles came, I believe, in the not the November, but the October bargain bead box. And I thought they were so cute, and they looked really sweet, just dangled off of those pretty kind of seafoam green Hawaiian flowers with the copper inside. They look really cute, and I'm all about simple elegance. I don't think things have to be overcomplicated to be really cute, and I like wearing simple earrings myself, so I really like those, even though they were not much to them. And then these 2, so we had gotten these really cute copper leaf connectors too, I believe in the October bargain bead box as well. And I had 2 other Hawaiian flowers and decided to use those with the leaf connectors. I think they look really cute used in that way. I love connectors so much, and I even popped some little bead caps on the top and bottom to just add some more detail. And then these were those really cool looking cat's eye beads that were sent in this last bead crate. And they were labeled red, however they really look brown to me, more brown or kind of a coppery color. I mean, they're like a deep, slightly reddish brown, but mainly brown. If you were to just look at them and, you know, try to figure out the color, you'd say brown. And then I used a couple of these copper bead caps on some other pink check glass bellflowers. See how cute those fit over top of the bellflowers. And then again, used a little ball head pin down there to give it a little detail. I popped on a couple more of those copper leaves. And then once I had done that, it felt like it needed like something else. It was, you know, it was like that, and it was cute like that, but I was like, let me add a little crystal. So I added a little crystal bicone, and I like how those came out as well. And then finally, I had some more bellflowers I wanted to use, and I went the antique brass route with this pair. So I used a couple of different shapes of bead caps on the top there, and then just dangled 3 of those off with some more bead caps on the top. I just love how the check glass bellflowers look with the bead cap and then a little ball head pin inside. I think they're so sweet. So those were the earrings that I made that weren't part of any set. I just had, like I said, some pairs of beads that I liked, that I had been receiving and I wanted to use, and I just wanted to do some quicker projects. I am going to be listing all of these earrings on my website, so if there's anything here that you're interested in, please check out orchidandopal.com and check out my shop, and within the next couple days I should have them listed, or of course you can message me on any social media platform you'd like. So then I made, let's see, okay, and then you guys probably saw, if you've been with me for a little bit, that I came up with this Crescent necklace design on chain. It's a bead weaving design. I actually did a tutorial of it. It's just like 3 videos back if you want to check out how to do that. I don't want to like go back and explain everything about this because I did go into more detail in that video, and I feel like I keep talking about this necklace, but I hadn't done a finished jewelry update, and I wanted to show you guys some of the variations that I've done with it if you hadn't seen the tutorial and if you were interested. So anyway, I had been playing with these crescent shaped beads that I had gotten from an Adornable Elements 2 Whole Beads of the Month subscription. I didn't know what I was going to do with them, never played with them before, but inspiration kind of struck me, and I wanted to use them with fire polish. And so I ended up creating this really cool collar pattern. That's the basic design, and I made it in different colors, but then I wanted to try different variations of the design. So I made a crescent collar with super duos that you can see here, and I actually took this one off the chain because I'm kind of borrowing chains from different necklaces at the moment, but this gives you an idea. So I did that one with super duos. And then I did one with Lucerna bicones, like this, where I used the Lucerna bicones on the bottom, and I did 4mm fire polish on the top, and that came out great. And then I also did one, oh, sorry guys, I had to pause the video. My dog had to go out, like, majorly. She's just being so extra. I had to pause it. Alright, so then what I wanted to show you was this other variation where I used those beautiful mini daggers that we got in the latest dollar bead box. And I have since checked their website, and it looks like they've added some more mini daggers in other colors, a few other colors. And so I'm definitely keeping my eye on those because I absolutely love how they came out in this pattern as well. I think it's so cute. And then those were the antique bronze crescents, and these are the 3mm actually, that the fire polish that came in that box as well. So I actually used quite a bit from the recent box, and these Lucerna bicones were from that box too. So I used quite a few from the November bead box. So feel free to go back and check out that subscription box unboxing if you haven't seen it. So that being said, I also made a couple of other sets. I wanted to play around with what would earrings maybe look like with the sets, maybe a bracelet, things like that. So this is actually the necklace that I made in the tutorial. And then I was just playing around and I made these little star earrings, and I think they came out really cute. So I just used the same kind of beads, and then I stuck in, I think that's an 8mm black fire polish up there. And then one thing I want to point out is I personally have never seen anyone use wire guardians on earrings. I probably just haven't seen it. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's, done that or come up with it, but I haven't actually seen it. So this was my first time trying that out as an experiment, and I actually think it came out really good. I am addicted to these little wire guardians. I use them all the time now since I have them. They are so good at protecting the string and just connecting your findings so that your beading thread doesn't get, pulled on and rubbed through extended use. So I just wanted to point out that little detail. And I will leave a link below in the description section underneath the video, where I always leave a lot of links. I'll leave a link to the wire guardians that I have purchased. And then this is just a pretty simple bracelet that I did with the crescent beads and the fire polish beads, and I used those 8mm black ones that coordinated, and then I used a magnetic clasp, which I love these clasps. They came from bbcraft.com, and I did a recent haul video where I show you that I had gotten these, and they are really strong. I actually was wearing this bracelet for quite some time the other day just to test out the strength, and I had no issues with it like coming undone or falling off or anything. So definitely recommend those clasps. Another variation I did on that design was using some more of those beautiful blue teardrops from the Adornable Element subscription. You guys hear me talking about a lot of different subscriptions, and I get asked a lot, what's your favorite? And that's really a tough question for me because I like them all the ones I subscribe to, I like them all for different reasons. It depends on your budget and what type of beading you do and how many beads you have in your stash already. Like, there's so many different things you have to consider if you could only subscribe to one, for example. What I really recommend you do is just go through my past videos where I'm unboxing the various subscriptions. I have a playlist for each different subscription, and you can just watch what types of things they send over time and the consistency and the types of things that you're drawn to. It really doesn't matter if I like a particular color or finish or a certain thing in the box, but if there's an unboxing you see and you're like, ooh, I love this, and then you see another one of the same company and you're like, I like that one too, and it's consistent for you over time, it makes you happy, that's really what I would recommend you do, is just go with what you're drawn to and what fits in your budget. So not to get off on a tangent about that, but I know I'm naming off a lot of different subscriptions that maybe you haven't heard of, but just take your time if you are considering that, because there's a lot of videos that I've done over the past few months that you can take a look at and see what fits you the best. So here's another variation on that same style. I decided to use some of the teardrops. I had one of these beautiful flat clear teardrops from, I think, my very first Bead Crate subscription. I had one left, and I thought it would look beautiful as a little focal, and then I used the blue that I had because I've been playing with those little blue teardrops, and I think it came out really, really sweet. I like the little baby blue look, and kind of reminds me of a crown upside down. And then I played with some more earrings, and I tried these out, and they came out really nice. And again, I used some wire guardians at the top, and I did those flat teardrops at the bottom for a little embellishment, but these were super simple, and I was just playing around, and this kind of came together, but I thought the set looked really sweet, and I was happy with how it looked. So that's yet another variation on the Crescent necklace. And I have one more to show you. I actually have another one I did that I can't show you because, again, that one is a surprise, and you'll see that one hopefully on Monday, and I love how that turned out, but we'll get into that then. So this is the final set that I have to show you today that I absolutely love, love, love. So this one, I actually did the necklace, and I did earrings and a bracelet with this as well. And again, this was just all me playing around. These were not anyone else's designs that used their patterns or anything. I was just sitting down with the different beads and seeing what I had. I have a great video on my acrylic wall rack solution for storing my beads. And you guys, that helps me so much because I can sit at my table and right in front of me are I actually have 2 acrylic racks now. When I did the video, I had 1. But I can just stare at them, and I have everything sorted by color as far as like the bigger specialty beads are concerned. And I can see what colors I want to put together, what shapes and whatnot. And it really helps my creativity. So if you're a visual person like I am, I definitely recommend maybe looking into that storage solution. But not to get off on a tangent about that. So this is, again, the same basic Crescent design, but what I did was I used these beautiful blue Swarovski pearls that Adornable Elements sent me previously. I used 4mm varying silver and then the blue nebulous luster check glass fire polish beads on the top. And then instead of just leaving it at that, I decided, wouldn't it look cool if we had some drops coming off, like to add a whole nother layer onto this. So that's kind of what I was talking about before in the tutorial video, that the possibilities with this design are huge. Like, you can do so much with it that I've only probably scratched the surface, but I absolutely love it. So feel free to play around with that design, see what other things you can come up with, because there's a lot of different things. So again, you see the blue teardrops I absolutely loved from the Adornable Elements subscription. More of those silver Crescent 2-hole beads, and I purchased these, if you're wanting to know, on a website called EurekaCrystalBeads.com, and I've also done a haul video on that. I pretty much share everything with you guys as I go, so you're really getting an accurate snapshot kind of my little beading world as far as what I'm getting in, what I'm purchasing, what I'm doing with it. So, and then I just added some little seed beads down here, some silver seed beads, which I need to get some more silver seed beads because I'm running very low. And then I made a bracelet to go with it that I really liked. So again, just another variation on that design, pretty much. And I used the pearls again, and I would have used some blue nebulous luster. Sorry, the magnet's picking up everything now. But I ran out of the blue nebulous luster, so I couldn't use any in the bracelet, but I still love it. Still coordinates really well. And again, one of those awesome clasps from bbcraft.com that works really well. So there's the bracelet there. Really, really like it. So that's what I've been up to, you guys. I just played around a lot more with this same design because I was still really intrigued by the Crescent beads, and just had a lot of ideas flowing in my brain as far as different variations to do on that. And then I wanted to really just play around with making some coordinating earrings and bracelets, and I have a whole lot more playing to do. This was all just, you know, preliminary type stuff. Like, I haven't even done anything else with it because I haven't had time. And now I have other beads that have rolled in from the November subscription, so I have a lot of other new things to play with. So I think what it just boils down to is we all need more time in the day where we can play with our beads. I think that would be a very good thing. So lastly, as I'm setting these things out for you to check out one last time, I just want to say a huge, heartfelt thank you to all of you guys who watch my videos and who have thought enough of them to become subscribers. You guys keep me motivated, and there's no way that I would keep sharing if I didn't have such an overwhelming response from you all. The helpful comments, the upbuilding comments, the positivity, the sense of community that you guys bring to my channel. I'm just really happy that it's gone in that direction, because you just never know when you put yourself out there on social media what you're gonna get. But I'm really happy with all of you who are here. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I'm blown away that I am over 3,000 subscribers now in 9 months. Like, that's so humbling. I have no words. So just know that I appreciate you all, and I appreciate everything that you guys bring, and just the motivation that you bring to me, because we're all here to have fun and to learn. For a lot of us, we're all going through a lot of things in our lives, and this is kind of a therapy for us. So, like, I totally get it. And that just reminds me too, so YouTube opened up something called a community tab. I got an email about it yesterday, and you can do like polls, and I can put out some pictures and things like that. I haven't explored what the community tab really does yet, but I did throw a poll on my community tab yesterday, and I asked you guys, how long have you been beading? Because I'm really curious to know what the mix is of you guys who are watching. You know, are most of you like brand new? Are most of you really seasoned beaders who have been beading for years? And I honestly didn't even like expect to get any response on that, because like I said, I don't know much about if you guys are getting notified about those polls when I put them out or whatnot, but I'm assuming you must have been, because I got an overwhelming response. I've gotten so many comments on that poll, and I've started reading everyone. I promise you I will respond to you. I respond to you guys, by the way, because to me, if you are taking the time and energy to leave a comment on my channel, I feel like I owe it to you to at least respond to you, or to acknowledge that I read what you wrote, because I do read what you write. So anyway, if you haven't checked out that poll or the community tab, I might start using that some more just for fun, and put some polls up there once in a while, or some pictures or whatnot. But I love the response that I was already getting from you in just a day. That is so cool. So interesting to me to be able to do that. So thank you all who participated. You guys are awesome. You really are. But enough droning on. That's what I've been up to. I wish I could show you even more, but I am doing the best I can with the amount of time I have. So I hope you enjoyed all of these things. I hope that it was helpful for you. I hope it gave you a little bit of inspiration or some ideas. Please let me know what your favorite item is here, or leave me any comment that you'd like. I have so much more to come, so please stay tuned. And I hope everybody has an amazing Friday, and hope to see you next time. Bye, guys. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love you to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you'd like to see more of my videos, and check out the video description section to follow along on all of my social media handles, visit my Etsy shop, and check out my new website and blog at orchidandopal.com. Thanks for watching!